Hey everyone, welcome back to BDG Reviews in night 12 of the 31 Days of Horror. What I'm reviewing for you tonight is something I could have held up, but I can't find my DVD anywhere. I ended up watching this on Tubi, just really for something to watch. And what I'm reviewing is The Last Broadcast. Now, The Last Broadcast is an interesting little bit of film history in that it came out like a couple of years, I think, before the Blair Witch Project. So it was really kind of the first of the new wave of like found footage type movies. But it didn't seem to catch on. No one really said anything about it. But from what I know, the influence on Blair Witch Project is kind of obvious. The plot is you got these two guys, they have a cable television show, and they're going into the Pine Barrens to do a documentary on the Jersey Devil. And essentially, it's played out like a documentary. This is a really good way to use found footage, I've found. That it's played out like a documentary. So it goes into like the history. Like apparently this guy, it starts off, a guy makes a phone call to 911. He's like, I've been in the Pine Barrens. The people I went with, I can't find them. Like I went back to the van and they're nowhere to be seen. So essentially, this guy gets arrested for murdering these people, and because they end up finding the bodies, and it seems open and shut, but as you watch the documentary, it's like, well, is it really open and shut, or did these cops and whatever just have to, was it just get this case solved, get it out of the way, people are worried, let's, essentially let's pull a West Memphis 7 and West Memphis 3, I mean, let's pull that, and just we got this guy, pin it all on him, it's fine. you know. So the movie goes on that way, just as a documentary, and it's showing footage that they found. Like there's a whole scene about how they'd found a bunch of this footage and they'd given it to this editor guy to edit it all into something to show the jury, which essentially, it kind of plays out even the editor guy is saying did I essentially make a hit piece here? And it's kind of what he did. There's a twist at the end that honestly, I understand the reason for going with this twist, but it wasn't necessary. It just felt kind of tacked on, honestly, to me. It should have ended did such a body kill these guys? We'll never know. But, and that's kind of how it should have ended, but, that's not what happened. Acting all around is pretty decent. I mean, the guys playing the show hosts or whatever come off as amateurish and overly cocky and everything, but that's how they were written. That's what those characters are. So I can't fault that at all. The effects, what there are pretty decent. Some it's found footage. You're gonna show some stuff, but it's gonna be mainly kind of blurry and everything. But I found they kind of balanced it out quite well. For a rating, I give The Last Broadcast an 8 out of 10. It would get a 9 out of 10, but the ending pushes it down one. Simply because it's just, everything was it was a legit documentary right till the end, and then they add this thing in, and it's well, that's sort of stupid. It is what it is, right? But you can definitely do worse when it comes to found footage films. It's definitely, I'm not going to say a high watermark, but it's definitely up there. If it's not an A-class found footage film, it's easily a B+ or an A-. Just saying. So yeah, that's it for me. See you tomorrow.